So what we have here is Dell G15 5520. So this is the predecessor to 5510. So here is the exterior. So it's all black. So most of there are ports at the back. So personally, if you're going to use a laptop at home, so I think I would rather have all the ports at the back um, of the laptop. But if it's portable and you have to bring it somewhere else, I would rather have ports on either side because including the charging port. So at the back it looks clean and neat, but at the side it's more convenient. So like I say, an outlet charger, so you're either at the left or at the right. If it's just at home, the back is fine. So let's open it up. You cannot open it with one finger. So here is the keyboard deck. So it is red backlit keyboard. It looks elegant. So the previous versions, the Dell G5, Dell G3, it has a red backlit keyboard, and looking at that compared to this one, this red color, it is on the softer side versus the Dell G3, Dell G5 color red backlit keyboard, or even the MSI. So it gives it strains the eye. It's a pain looking down at it, so it's not really comfortable to look at because the color red is too sharp. But this one, it's light and elegant. So the overall quality of the laptop, the chassis, it feels plastic to the touch, so but it feels like a solid plastic. So this Dell G lineup, this Dell G lineup. So the competition to this is the Asus Staff lineup and the Acer Nitro lineup. So this is a budget gaming laptop. If you want a more premium, more elegant, metallic feel, so it's not made from plastic. It has a metal feel to it. Go with the Alienware. So I had an Alienware before. I mean, not personally used, but I tried it, tested it, and to the touch, it feels metal and it feels really solid. So that is where you can distinguish a budget gaming laptop versus something like this premium. Specification wise, they may be the same laptops, but the build quality is different. So plastic versus metal. So it has a G logo at the back, at the side, so this one. And let's check the specifications. So it is i5 12500H, 1TB SSD, and the RTX 3050 comes with 4 dedicated graphics cards. So some 3050, they come with 6. One of the drawback of this laptop um, is the refresh rate. So as you can see, this is only 120 hertz refresh rate. So the average for a gaming laptop, this is the screen. The average for the gaming laptop is 144 hertz. But Dell has to drop the refresh rate to 120. So they should it should be 144 hertz. But again, this is only 120. So that is the difference between one of the difference in Dell G lineup versus the Alienware lineup. Um, the keyboard, it is average, so you also have camera for this. The frame of the LCD of the screen, it feels plastic to the touch. The lid, it's also plastic. So everything is plastic. You can get a lot of this. You can get basic things done. You can even game with this laptop. The performance will be average. So let's benchmark this since this is a gaming laptop. It is average. The frames per second is at 65, so I will say that is a little above average. So the RTX 3050, they can get to 50 FPS, but this is 60. So I'm going to pause this video and go back a minute later. So the bezels, as you can see, it's really thick bezel. So I check if you see my previous videos, I always check the bezel. So bottom bezel is thick, and it takes the width of two of my fingers. The top bezel is also thick. So here is the benchmark. So for the i5 12500H paired with RTX 3050, you get 3728 points and 61 FPS. So if you have a competition Acer Nitro 5 Asus stuff, you may want to go with either you may want to go with with Asus stuff because the keyboard it has RGB backlit keyboard, so you can change the color of your keyboard. The same thing with Acer Nitro. I also have almost the exact same competition to this. Also an i5 12th gen and RTX 3050. So yeah, but that one has RGB backlit keyboard too, but I don't recommend it since it's an Acer. But nevertheless, this is a good laptop. It does not have any biometric scanner, so it does not have a fingerprint, does not have a facial recognition. So that's one thing I noticed with gaming laptops. Not all, most of them have. So I have a Zephyrus and it has a fingerprint scanner.